welcome back. I thought I'd just do like a quick 5 or 10 minute yoga flow for something that can just kind of energize you in the morning. I feel like a lot of people, if you're not a morning person, myself included, you wake up in the morning and you're like, I just feel sluggish and crap. And so the best way to kind of get out of that is to reinforce a new habit of just doing something quick and simple like this that can really just help you change your whole day / your life. So let's do it. We're going to start in child's pose. So come towards the back of your mat. Toes touching, sitting down on your heels, knees spread wide apart, even as far apart as the mat, or wherever is comfortable. Inhale, and exhale as you walk your fingers forward to the tip of the mat, placing your forehead on the ground, and just connecting to your breath. I like to shift my head from side to side and give my forehead a bit of a massage. It's just grounding, especially when you first wake up. Focusing on the breath. And then leave your right hand there, bring your left hand underneath that arm, and try to look up towards the ceiling. Gives you a really good back stretch. Might feel it on the side of your body as well. Swapping sides. Coming back to center, coming up onto all fours, so we call this tabletop position. If you can, your knees should be directly underneath your hips and your hands should be underneath your shoulders. I'm just going to come into a few cat-cow poses. So cat looks like a cat. You round the spine and you pull the navel up towards the sky. And then cow is the opposite. So you bring the navel down towards the earth, lift up the neck, helps you to close down the eyes. So we inhale. And exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Back to neutral spine. Just while we're in this kind of position, I'll actually just do a few. I don't even know what's going to name. Just kind of roll with the spine, whatever feels good. If it doesn't feel good, you don't have to do it. Try to go both ways and just even it out. Shift the weight forward and back on the hands. Just getting some blood pumping around the body, a little bit of movement happening. Just gentle, nothing vigorous. And then when you're ready, and you feel like you might be ready to come into a down dog, it might feel like you're not quite there yet. Tucking the toes under, pushing through the hips, and raising the bar up towards the sky. If you can, straighten the legs. If not, your down dog might look like this, and that's perfectly okay. You might want to take the dog for a walk. I always like to get really tight in my hamstrings. So just shifting the weight from one foot to the other. And then grounding yourself, heels to the ground if you can. Fingers and palms should be flat, fingers spread wide. And then we're going to grab your left hand and grab the outside of your right ankle and look underneath that armpit up towards the sky. Sorry guys, I'm eating my necklace. It's really good in the back of that right hamstring. Make sure you keep pushing through that front arm, not going like this. Let's go a much deeper stretch the deeper you go into it. And then swapping sides. Looking up at the ceiling or sky, if you're doing it inside or outside. If you're doing it outside, lucky you, it's obviously good weather. And then we're going to do a bit of like a wave, so we're going to roll the spine forward into a high plank position. And then push back into down dog. Exhale. Inhale, roll the spine up onto the toes. And then exhale, down facing dog. Inhale, roll. And this time we're going to keep the shoulders forward and come down towards the earth if you can. Holding it here for 3 seconds, 2, 1, and slowly coming all the way down. Placing the forehead on the ground. Your hand should be just by your chest, a little bit further back even. We're going to inhale as you slowly lift the chest up, kind of like rolling it off the earth. And exhale back to the ground. The tops of your feet should be staying on the floor, and you shouldn't be activating your butt at all. It should just be a nice back bend. So inhale, lift it up. You can roll it up if you want. and exhale back to the ground. On our third one, if it's in your practice, you can come up into a downward facing up dog, So your knees shouldn't be on the ground here, but hips towards the earth. Roll those shoulders back and looking up towards the sky. Pushing back into the down dog, shaking it out again. So by now you should feel a little bit more, a little bit more awake maybe, got the blood going through your body. So go bend the knees, look up between the hands, and from here you can either step, jump or float, so it's ever in your practice. You might want to just walk forward, you might want to jump, and then come into a half fold position. So this is a full fold, and this is half fold when you come up onto the fingertips. You might have bent legs, that's okay too. And then forward fold as you exhale. Inhale halfway, forward fold. Inhale, root to rise, so up to standing. Might want to do a bit of a back bend here. Looking towards the back of the room if you can. Go from side to side, keeping those hands together. And then exhale, forward fold. Halfway. And then step, jump or float towards the back of your mat, back into the high plank. And come back down to chaturanga. Up dog as you inhale. Down dog, exhale. The same thing again, bend your knees, look between your hands, step, jump or float to the top of your mat. Inhale halfway, exhale, fold it forward, and then inhale, rise it up. So now we're going to come into some balancing postures, which is really good for kind of waking up in the morning because it turns your brain on. So we're going to come into just a basic tree pose today. So I'll turn and face you, you can do it whatever way you want. So first step is either lifting that ankle onto the other ankle, so putting the weight, shifting the weight onto the base ankle, in which case, in my case, it's going to be the left foot. That's the first step. If this is enough for you, feel free to just go here. The second step is lifting it up towards the inside of that calf. Don't put it on your knee, it's just a bit of a weak spot. Or the third spot that you can have it on instead is up on the inside of that thigh. From here you can put your hands wherever you want. You can be a big wavy tree, you can be up with the palms together, they can be in at your chest. I like to have them open sometimes. I feel like it's just a bit more welcome to the energy, the universal energy, especially in the mornings. Close down the eyes if you can, it's a bit hard to balance. And focus on the breath. See, wobbly trees are okay. Swaying in the wind. Then when you're ready, coming back and swapping sides. So again, we go to the first parameter, second parameter, or up on the inside of that thigh. And the same thing. It's so much harder with your eyes closed. If you don't want to close your eyes, don't do it, but if you want a challenge, go for it. If not, find a drishti, which is like a focal point. A lot of the time you hear a lot of yoga teachers using these crazy Sanskrit words that you have no idea what they mean. And I felt like that too for so long, coming out when you're ready. When really they're just fancy words for, drishti is just a fancy word for a focal point. So just find something to focus on and stare at that, and it just helps you balance. Alright, so coming back down to the mat now, we'll do some spinal twists. This one's probably one of my favourite ones. It depends on if you have good knees or not. If you have questionable knees or they're a little bit sore sometimes, keep that base leg straight. So keep your right leg straight and lift the left one up and over onto the other side. If you don't have bad knees, you can actually just bend that base leg. Make sure that both of your hips are on the ground there, you want to be centered. You're going to put your left hand behind your sacrum, so behind your back. Lift the right arm up as you inhale. And exhale, place the elbow on the outside of that left knee and lift and open up the chest. So when I first started doing this pose, I used to push with my arm against, my leg against my arm, sorry. But if you push with your arm against your leg, as you inhale and open the chest and exhale twist, it gives you just a little bit more movement in that thoracic spine. Try and keep your neck neutral with your body. So if it feels comfortable to look to the back, you If not, you can look to the side or to the front. And when you're ready, unfolding, and switch sides. Shake it out a bit. So then that left foot is going to come under and towards the right butt cheek. Lifting the right foot over. Again, both butt cheeks above the ground. Right arm behind you, left arm up, inhale. And exhale, twist over. Inhale as you lift. Exhale to twist. Two more breaths. And coming back out of it. Do one more pose, and then we'll give you a quick shavasana. So come down onto your back, we're going to do a supine twist. So extend your right leg, bring your left knee into your chest, and then slowly bring it across to the right side of your body. Extending your arms out. You can get your knee to the ground, that's awesome, but try not to compensate with that left shoulder. Try not to bring that off the ground like that. Try to keep that flat if you can. Bring it back into a tuck. Shake it out, and do the other side. Now when you're ready, moving into Shavasana. This is called corpse pose, and it's pretty much the best pose ever because you do nothing at all. So you lay down, you close your eyes, splay the legs out, whatever's comfortable, palms up towards the sky. Close down the eyes and focus on the breath. Now, I'm not going to stay in Shavasana because that'd be really boring to watch, but pretty much it's just grounding and it's very relaxing. It's actually a really important part of the practice and probably one of the most important postures if you talk to any yoga teacher. Yes, but hopefully that's a little bit of an awakening sequence for you, something that can bring some more blood flow and energy into your day, a little bit more positivity because we always feel better once we've got some endorphins flowing. Yeah, thanks for watching.